Hello, Fight fans. I know that you guys are super duper stoked because this is a staff only experience. Here you have our restreamer, the resident master of disaster himself, and someone I need to crop on the fly right now because no, this is not what I asked for. Um, he, he's here and he's ready to party. Why am I getting the full of that? Node, please, please, please. Sorry about that. Okay, now that the cropping has been done, we have Nightshifter versus AnimusUnited. AnimusUnited is 2-2. Nightshifter is going to be holding on to his dear life. Also, I'm kind of happy at the fact that Animus did not put Upstab his best stab in his name this time. So, we have our own resident commentator extraordinaire in Nightshifter versus the restreamer Animus, and also my co-com, usually for the late night black and white. So, who better to have as tracking than the one and the only, the greatest tracker that ever has existed, VT Slacker. Now, right now, it's going to be just me and VT, but we do have a special guest that will be popping in just a little bit. So, I'm about to get this started. I know you guys are ready to have a party, so let's have that party. The room name is Epic Hammer, and I know you guys believe in hammers because hammers are life and love. And no New York accent for y'all today. My voice is better. Here we go. All right. I have started. Our runners are chomping at the bit to do some damage. And I am going to be the one that helps bring it to you. Yes. For those in chat that are asking, if Animus loses this, he becomes 2-3. If Knight comes in, he will move to 2-3 as well. And it will be a duke off for the bitter end. Also, our runners are starting now. So let's see what kind of hot garbo I rolled. And, ooh, this is looking awfully vanilla. Oh boy. Oh boy. Animus has low sound. I am on that. Totally what I wanted to do. We're actually going to try Night and see if Night is any better. All right. Chat, can you tell me if the sound is any better? It's louder. Yes, I switched to Nightshifter. All right. Let's tone it down.
Crystal, what kind of garbage do we have rolled here today?
I'm so glad you have come, my friend. Let me tell you, so far this has been very vanilla. And for those who are absolutely stoked, here is the special guest. It is the one and the only, the greatest memer that I love to death, the one and the only homewrecker. And it looks like things are acting funky right now. Let me refresh things. We're already starting off well. Very well. What's going on here? Twitch, please. Alrighty. Really? Okay.
Chat, I'm sorry about being late.
Oh, I told them that Tutor was picking on you.
Oh, yes. That is exactly what happened.
Yes, and that's so mean-spirited.
Oh man, these two are having a wonderful time with this vanilla start. This is great.
Right, maybe this is something.
That moment when you might actually be happy to get an early spell. Animus picking it up out of...
It swears. As everything is looking.
Yeah, Nightshifter is having a heck of a time here. Holy cow. Trophy Cave's just not being kind today. Oh, wonderful. Gumo out here sitting on trophies, so, we're not going to be seeing... I didn't see what the spell was here, but we're not going to be seeing that for a bit. Probably. And it's taking another shot here at this... Yeah, this Moa flying in here is just not doing anyone any favors. Oh, Animus got it. Okay. Might get to see what's in this trophy cave now. We're not. Oh, there's our hammer. Alright, I don't know where Crystal went. Apparently we've lost her, so... The fight for the hammer has been won by Animus. Hiding behind that Moa in the trophy cave. Now we get to see the rest of the world here. Maybe the chickens might have blown up her computer. We don't know. I can't believe she trusts those chickens. I know I don't. Having a Moa in this cave is just a really rough start. Oh, that was not the Moa. Oh, you're really trying to bring her back now. Oh yeah, no, I'm in the same boat here. If I were Nightshifter right now, I would be tilting pretty hard. You basically know this has to be something. There we go. Little patience goes a long way. Now you get to deal with the Goria. Or sorry, that's... I don't remember the name of those guys. No, those are the Gorias. Okay.
Yeah, sorry it has to be like this. Things are acting a bit wonky on my end, and I'm going to 100% blame that on Spectrum. So, or the browser, because it was using one of those their Windows browsers. And
oh, okay.
Yeah, because everybody must have been wondering, where the heck am I?
Oh yeah, they were trying to summon you back with like talking about how bad the River Devil is and using chickens and...
What? No. I can't see what's going on right now because I'm fixing a lot of things on the back end. So it's like, no. How could you badmouth the River Devil? All of you, shame on you. You are all going to the corner now. Yes, you are all going to the corner while I launch I think this is a Discord thing on my laptop. Let's see what's
So
going
Animus
on.
with a little farming here, trying to get to. I think he just got to life 2 or 3. Must have been 3.
Yeah,
Outside
Discord.
of that palace, and Nightshifter heading up towards where Parappa would be. A little divergence early on. I was say I was very lucky to not to run into any of these Vanilla West starts in any of the Swiss rounds, but this is not this is something I'm not a huge fan of. It's forcing either fairy, jump, or hammer on you. I think of all those things, I feel like the hammer is the ideal best start to get, so you're not having to potentially grind magic levels to be able to cast to just go through Jump Cave.
Hey, that's better. I've got Discord back. Everything was just acting really weird. But that is absolutely about right. Considering the fun I had earlier.
Is your internet just been acting all crazy on you lately, or?
No, I have 1 gig speed. That's not the issue. It was the entire browser that just collapsed. So I had to do some... You know what? It defaulted to Windows, whereas I normally like to use... Why are we having buffering? Are you having buffering issues for
I'm
Night?
not seeing any buffering issues, no.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure everything is on the up and up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of... So, Animus and Knight both found either Palace 3 or 6, and they've just been... Animus did a little farming of these red Iron Knuckles, and now Knight is doing the same thing.
Yes.
Trying to get up to a life level that doesn't get them squashed immediately.
Oh, we have a question from chat. What is it coming with the master of the mirror shield himself? What wisdom does he impart unto the comm booth? Well, as Knight is fighting through either 3 or 6, we can truthfully say that doing any commentary with Homewrecker is a great honor. Because Homewrecker is a great runner both in the Z3 and Z2 communities. You know, despite being new, he's taken on Z2 like a champ. And if anything, it's a great honor, and I'm always proud to be a part of the Corn commentary team.
That's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
Yes. Because you know your bot would have changed something I said into the word corn.
Oh yeah, that's true. That probably would have happened. We're getting unruly in chat. I see. I'm just gonna let it pass. It's okay. It's okay. Animus doing a great job digging through caves and finding magic jars here. He's not gonna have to be turned away from the granny, most likely, and finding jump.
Absolutely. And that's a great find if you think about it. Getting jump early means that you have, you're 1 step closer to getting the first best stab and the third best stab. And it's always fun to have it. Also very good in GP as well. Is it a fairy where it allows you to cross a big old patch of lava? Nah, not at all. But there we go.
I would say this would be a great advantage. Now Animus can go get the down stab, but I have a feeling that he's probably not going to try and do that.
That's because Animus doesn't know high quality stabs. That is totally... You start out with the best stab and up stab. Card fan?
No.
Card fan?
No.
I'm cracking my knuckles right now. Listen. Look here. Listen. Getting up stab is not going to help you in most situations. And those who know that particular meme, I appreciate you for being cultured individuals. So, Knight is
That's just been continuing to farm levels here.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Because Homewrecker, do you know the seed that I had given Animus, his first ever Z2 seed from me, is actually one where he had to farm a red iron knuckle. That was the only way he was going to level up in the East.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. And it was Oko, Candleless Oko. So he was there. I think it was like 5 hours worth of leveling up.
Incredible. Yikes.
That's why he always
Well, were
kills
they
me.
giving him 3 experience too? Is that what it was? 3 experience for Red Iron Knuckles?
No, they were giving 150.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, I was giving him Candleless Oko.
Yeah.
I had to do something nice. But I was nice enough to give the life spell.
Did it heal more than one?
In a Oko.
I guess it didn't matter, yes, but did it heal more? I guess we would have never known. He'd have died from one hit anyway.
Exactly. That's what made it rich. It was beautiful. He was like, why would you do this? Who thinks of this? Also, we have on Animus' side playing some dodgeball with some Lizzies that want to go and hit him in the head with a rock. So we have some expert dodgeball skills on Animus' side, and we get to see what town, which is, oh dear Lord, his first stab is going to be up stab. Oh.
Yes it is. He has found Darunia.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This hurts me on an existential level.
And perhaps the best part here, the spell in this town is life, so we may not be seeing a kid get rescued today.
Don't you wish that the last seed life was a thing? Because everything hurts.
Yes, everything did hurt. I mean, having ways to get around it like a cheap ferry is very nice, but yeah, everything did hurt.
Yeah, and Animus should know by now that, we are the types that would give you something where you're going to need life, because everything is going to punish you.
Nightshifter picking up the medicine finally. And we'll see if they decide to head towards I always remember these towns. I believe this is Mito where the down stab is, right?
Yes, Mito is where the best stab is located. And Kitsune, I'm okay for that because TGE is a lovable banana and I'm sure he enjoyed it. So it's always good to give the lovable banana something. We love TGE. But Home, would you believe TGE doesn't trust a stab from me? A seed from me? He doesn't trust me.
Yes, I would believe that. I would be surprised if there's someone who does trust a seed from you. I've been there. I know what it's like.
There are people that, yes, but you asked for a challenging seed.
Yes, yeah, okay, yes. I understand that. I did that to myself.
Kitsune, no. Call TGE a lovable banana and see what happens.
Oh my god.
That's why I stay in trouble all the time, Home. I call him a lovable banana.
All right. Oh, Patrick pointing out that we are now in Mito, which is apparently short for mediocre, reflecting the stab that you find in the town. Incredible.
Oh no. Chat wants to start. Patrick. You are sentenced to the gulag. Let me tell you, down stab is best stab. I don't know what you're talking about. Having pogo stick action has saved many people in a jam. You get into a room where you are overwhelmed, you are gonna use down stab and bounce on their heads to escape. especially if you don't have fairy. It's a great defensive stab. Also, if you noticed on Nightshifter's side home, we have keys on deck.
Yes. Just fantastic. One of the things that I've really enjoyed about this flag set is that there seem to have been, for the most part, keys on deck in all the ones that I've raced. Sometimes that's a good way to go if you want to not have to worry about getting that any key.
Zuni, if you get hit by a king blob, king bot is best bot. So if it wants to give you a hug, you take that hug and you thank him for it.
Or you stab him and break him in a million pieces.
You want to do that? You're breaking the cohesiveness, Homewrecker. How could you want to do that? Kingbot is such a lovable and snuggly bot. And Animus noped out of that. Oh, well.
Yeah, he really did. Animus with both stabs now, but yeah, no keys, no fairy, so...
Yes, and also has no knowledge that keys are in the small item drop pool. So that's absolutely amazing. Also, we're going to get a check for a heart container. I know he's absolutely ecstatic over that because he loves heart containers. Also, Kitsune, chicken hugs are best hugs, so I can't deny you that. If you let my chickens in GP hug you, well, spicy kiss. Alrighty. And now, with the hammer on Animus' side, Animus is breaking through.
I'd missed this earlier, but Thunder is our Mito spell, so... Early Thunder for both runners here.
Yeah, and to think that there was some noob in chat that was calling Mito mediocre. No, you don't eat the chickens! No! Oh, my chicken army. Also, that is a punishing bridge.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, Animus didn't seem too... he wasn't too averse to the downstab on that bridge. We can point that out to him later. Seemed like he enjoyed it there.
Yeah, he was loving it. Also... we need to give chat a prediction because chat loves to gamble and I want to help them gamble their pointage. So what prediction should we have, Home? I will let you make the prediction.
Oh, I have no idea. What do we... Let's see here. I feel like predictions about... So we've seen the East now, and it doesn't appear to be vanilla, but I always feel like predictions about the River Devil are good. Both the runners have the flute. Are they going to need it today?
Okay. Will the River Devil hear a toot-toot?
It is an Islands East, yeah. Which means there's a chance. Might be needed. He might be hiding the boots today.
Yeah, it would be great. So
there he is.
Is he blocking anything? Because I'm doing the prediction.
We don't know yet. We've just had a sighting. There's definitely land over there, so...
Okay. Hey, everybody, we're betting on the River Devil. So, will the River Devil hear a concerto? Will he hear his toot toot? Or are you guys going to be meanie bears and say, no, let the River Devil hear nothing? So, it pains me. It's all about Team River Devil. And you know what, Home? I think Tank might work on a River Devil shirt.
Oh gosh, that guy needs to be stopped.
No, I keep telling
Fairy
you.
has been found. We've got Fairy and New Kasudo.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Animus rightfully stabbing that granny for denying him access to her house. 7 magic containers for the grannies a day.
Granny wants you to work for her love. She's like, get good, Animus.
Animus is right now the hero of Hyrule and should be given the rights and privileges of that.
No, man. When you it's like grandma. You have to treat grandma well. Now, what would be funny is if there's a magic container in Spell Tower, which negates anything. Oh no,
No,
the
but there are
boots
the boots. Oh no. Well, so much for the River Devil.
No, why?
Well, that's unfortunate. I did not see that coming.
Yes, because now... Oh, man. I have to close it, guys. No. Because the bet's still going, so you will be refunded. Sorry, Home Wrecker.
No, I should have come up with it sooner.
Yeah. Sorry. No. We'll come up with one. We're gonna go ahead and delete that. I'm returning everyone their channel points because it really isn't fair to those who did bet in advance. So all of you stacked at the last minute once the boots got found. So nope. So new prediction.
Well, I would like to point out that it looks like Animus just taunted the River Devil, doing a lap around him, running through the water with the boots.
Yeah, you know who that was geared at, right? Right?
Yes, I do.
I'm totally going to, let him have it later. I swear he does that all the time. Also, do you know the prediction we had? Which beard would be the best beard for you versus Ty?
Oh, I think Ty's got that one on me right now.
All right, so now we have to go with which staff member is gonna take the W. So that dastardly restreamer. Okay. Or the awesome commentator. Now, Animus is the restreamer, obviously, and the awesome commentator is our own Nightshifter. So, which staff member is going to take the W?
Oh, this is interesting. Animus finding both the palaces in the east here.
Yes.
Note flute needed into Old Kasudo. I'm trying to think what we haven't seen at this point. I don't think we've seen... Oh, never mind. This is Reflect.
Wow, a free Reflect. Basically almost a free Thunder. I feel oddly both happy and sad. Happy for Nightshifter and that, I didn't roll the absolute worst I'm capable of rolling. So that's a happy thing because no one deserves my worst. But also sad because Animus deserves punishment for lapping the River Devil. Also, so now Nightshifter is the one who is dodging those rocks of doom. And I mean, it's always fun, Homewrecker, when you can dodge the rocks, but sometimes you end up dodging it with your head, and that's never a good thing. Because
Yeah,
those... Ooh, Animus. Animus has got lots of life arts.
Yeah, considering those guys are hiding behind a fence and they're like how far away from you and you're moving, though they can throw pretty well. I'm shocked at their expert like targeting. Now, obviously this is an AI thing, but still.
Let me tell you, Homewrecker, they throw like the people in my gym class used to throw. They were the worst headhunting people on the planet. If you did not have Herculean strength and reflexes of steel, I'm telling you, you were going to catch a black eye. They were out for blood, man. That's why I tell you, in Phasmo, this is why I'm scared of New York schools, man.
Oh, it's just the ghosts of those people. It's fine.
Yeah, those are the people that lost the dodgeball.
Well, they lost then. You don't have to be scared of them.
Yes, I do. It doesn't take much for me to be scared of everything. Also, somebody in comment, Kitsune. I know. It's a sad panda seed. It's not the worst seed, because I can show you some of my plandos when I put my mind to it. But having no River Devil is a pain in my heart. Is absolute pain. Also, it looks like Animus is dipping.
Going into Reason Pigbag Cave here.
Yeah.
I think it's their last overworld check on the east. I think they're hoping to find a glove. So they're pretty close to be able to just start going, and there we go. There's our glove.
Home. Now Animus will probably start dipping palaces. No reason.
Oh, yeah.
Not. The only thing we can pray for is that Guma, the bro, the one and only, the bestest boss ever, comes through for us.
It's very interesting. The boots locked. Glove locked. The glove was locked by those boots. So now Animus is... I'm not sure what they're doing now. They know where the palaces are. I don't know if they're just trying to safely navigate, because they are on their last life.
Yeah, the raft could be still for Maze Island. And I think that's more likely than not in a dungeon. Honestly, I would start dipping dungeons. Because right now, both of these runners are fighting for their lives. Once you get the items you need, at least for me, I would start dipping palaces, because I'm already going to assume I'm behind the gate, and I would have to play as aggressive as possible. And, we still haven't seen Death Mountain, which is our favorite travel destination yet either. So Death Mountain could be a connector to Maze Island as well, which would be awesome, right? Right, Homewrecker?
Yeah, going through Death Mountain, that's the best to get to Maze Island. So much fun!
Yes, Death Mountain is fun. It is always fun. And it kind of... Yeah. So at this point, Patrick, I'd dip a palace, see if I could find the raft there.
Yeah, no, that's the Patrick, I think you're exactly right. Like, Animus had a good idea there, just running around the island, trying to find the bridge, potentially to Maze Island.
Okay. And we're ready. We're off. Let's see. Is what I'd like to say, but then we had a up A for the life refresh, because it was a Slabanaka that, Animus was losing. Also, do we have any spell costs, Homewrecker, for Fairy at Magic 3?
I just missed it, actually. No, Nightshifter's at Magic 4. I just missed their spell cost, though. They had their spells up. They've just picked up Fairy, so we'll see if we can catch it again.
Yeah, because Animus does not have any keys, does not know about keys being in the drop pool. So it will be fun to see how this very open and airy palace is going. This is actually quite calming for a palace. I don't know how I should feel about that. I mean, you had a nice outdoor courtyard, you know. Everything
I
was
mean,
too nice.
well, you know, Karak wants to be welcoming before he invites you in and blasts your face off with his magic. So, you know.
Animus, that was a weak jump and you know it. Okay, so while Animus kind of weakly and meekly jumps towards the key,
Nightshifter is doing the lap of the east now, having just got the boots. So they're gonna pick up the rest of the stuff they're missing.
So we have Dora the Explorer on Nightshifter's side. Meanwhile, Animus is digging out. You know, Knight did make sure to get that 500 point P bag. Hopefully, we'll go to attack 4 because why not?
Oh, that's what Animus was doing. Gets the magic jar to despawn the door. Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky.
And rewarded with a 500 P bag. And nothing more.
Well,
Animus had picked up a key, so now they're just saving that key.
You know why he got just a P bag and nothing else home? Because he didn't want to pay the door tax. For shame,
okay.
Animus. Yeah, you know, like just when we do our clown routing home, how we have to pay the honk tax. See,
yes,
this is the door tax. Yes, he didn't pay the door tax, and that's what you get for trying to cheat the taxes. Bad Animus. Also,
oh my gosh,
so many aerials and projectiles. You know, I think they double teamed. They were like, you know, if we can't get the key tax out of you now, we're just going to take your life instead. Which pretty much the enemies just did. Also, we do have Nightshifter dipping into a palace here. Will it be Guma's house or will it be P2? Let's see. Oh, P1?
I think this is Palace 1, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I see it now, but for me it was kind of in a buffer, so I just saw something, just a palace with a hope and a prayer.
And Animus making very quick work. Okay. Karak didn't want to cooperate. Making quick work of Karak.
Wait a minute. Daklor, you are banished.
Uh-oh.
Banished.
Uh-oh.
You're banished to the gulag for saying that. That's heresy. Also, while we're in P1, yeah, you can see it with the windows too. We have
play
Knight.
By Animus here. Oh, what's Knight doing? Yes.
It looks like he is going through P1 right now, kind of traversing, looking for the item, and did a excellent, you know, yeah, I did see that at triple level. So you gotta admit that was a great utilization of points.
Oh yeah, a fantastic setup for a triple level out of Animus there.
So we got the hint that. So it looks here that Jim is saying that we got the hint that P4 is the magic container. That may have been while I was kind of dead to the world dealing with some backstage stuff. Also, Animus will probably try to weak jump to get the key, or maybe not.
Nope, just skipping the key.
You know, I don't know if you should. If you get a key like that that's free and accessible, I would grab it, considering that, you know, he still doesn't have knowledge about keys being in the drop pool.
Oh, I thought he was about to skip that key also. Wow, that would have been a bold move.
Yeah, that would have been saying to the game, you know what? I don't need your keys. I got my fairy. Oh, he did see a key drop? Oh, okay. They chat saying that he actually did see a key drop. So he does know that keys are in these, I think, the small item drop pool, which is, oh, he got a drop from a move? Oh, nice.
So we have a 30 cost on Fairy right now. I finally caught it.
Okay, so at
Which is
Magic
not
4...
too bad.
No, not at all. And having, that's roughly 3 casts before needing a tactical death. That's A-okay. Or you could just
And
get a
there's our
free.
magic jar. Yeah.
All right, let's go. We are now going to P1.
Right.
And on Knight's side, our poor Horsehead.
Yes, call up the glue cart. We got another load. On Animus going right to Horsehead. Holy cow. Follows the elevator right there.
Wow.
Very quick work on attack 5.
Yes. And you know what? For those who are Team Granny fans, you know what? Animus has 7 now. Will he go back to show love to Granny, or will he continue stabbing her in her poor little heart, breaking his grandmother's heart?
You know what? My personal opinion is that, you gave Granny a chance. Said hi to Granny. Granny shunned you. I would not go back.
You know what? I hope the raft is on Granny just for you heretics. Because Granny is best Granny. Is she the best NPC ever? No, that's the River Devil. But
Animus again leaving that key. Different dungeon, same looking room.
Animus can't jump, that's why. Like in basketball, they're like, this dude can't jump. It's because Animus can't jump. I know, Kitsune, you go to Granny, you get some, and I hope that that's not in the connotation I think it's in. But when you go to Grandma, you get ice cream and cookies and cake and lots of love. And that's why you should always show love to Granny and Z2. Think of... Now that I'm surprised that he left the pea bag home. Especially seeing that there's 200 and he left that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I guess Animus figured he was going to up A. That could be the only thing I'm thinking of.
I think he was prepared to up A out of there as soon as he found the item, so the experience wasn't worth it.
Yeah. And, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness by which he's playing. Like, he's really taking this on. There's no... he's going back. He is going to Grandma. See, all you naysayers.
Yeah. I knew when he went back for that magic jar in P4, he was gonna come back here. Well, I hope you enjoy that 8th magic jar. Granny just selling lies and laughs in her basement.
No. It is not the case. You know why she gave you that magic container, Homewrecker? It's because she wanted you to be able to cast Fairy more. She knew that, Animus was just ignoring all keys and really, you just walk around the River Devil. Rude.
So Nightshifter making their way eventually to Karok will probably also try to get that magic jar, not knowing that Granny is just selling lies in her basement.
Wrecker. Kitsune made a message for you. She gave you that magic container because of the mirror shield. Aww. See how beloved your chat from your home channel is? They love you, Homewrecker. And Grandma does not have a limited budget. Why? If I thought I could put a mirror shield in here...
Oh, no.
I
No,
wish.
no, that would be the day I stop playing Zelda 2 ever again.
Chat, if it was possible, and we are in Gooma's house, Animus is going to beat up Gooma and then make a gesture that's going to be geared at me. Okay, I see you, Animus. You better treat Gooma nicely. He's a bro. And see Royale? Look what Royale just gave you, Homewrecker.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I have only one response for that.
Go Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield, you are my hero. No, Homewrecker. That's the wrong answer. How could you treat our queen like that? Homewrecker, how could you? Meanwhile, in Palace 5, aka Gooma's house, aka the man who is the best bro, gives you a mace to the face, a flail to the tail from the chain of pain. Let's hope that Animus can survive his way up there. Yes, Royale, we're gonna see some magic blocked magic again. Absolutely. And that's what we love about it, you know?
Nightshifter can find Karak here quickly. This is not going to be that far off of a race. I think the save and quit needed to happen there because I think they were obviously at a dead end, but I believe they were just on the wrong path altogether.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yes, Nightshifter can get that magic block magic. Why you would do that, I don't know, but I can get it. It's very possible we could have a Raft Lock Maze Island here with that bridge not having shown up. Oh, big excitement? I mean, they had a very wonderful vanilla non-shuffled West to start, so they got early hammers, and a lot of pain from Red Dyras and the like. It was kind of a slow start for both runners. But a little bit of grinding. Oh, and we have a horse head, it looks like, in Palace 5. Splendid. Let's see what we've got behind this. There's our trophy. I don't know. I don't believe Animus got the hint on the trophy. I'm not sure if he did. He's back in now. Gonna continue hunting for Gooma. Nightshifter in Palace 4, hunting for Karak, having already found the magic jar. So we are one crystal difference, as you can see right now. Oh, wow. Animus just got juggled the wrong way from that dropper. The Nightshifter having trouble with all the stuff on this bridge. Some of these rooms have just been very mean to these runners. It has not stopped. Yeah, Digi, the trophy cave at the beginning was just terrible. But everything's going pretty smoothly at this point as far as looking to the end. We need to find Maze Island. We may need the raft. Other than that, runners are looking good on their equipment, and we have Karak on Nightshifter's side now. And we have Gooma on Animus' side. So, side-by-side boss fights here as they go for 2 and 3 crystals. Oh, Crystal blinked and she missed it, and down goes Gooma, down goes Karak. Each runner's adding a crystal to their total now. Oh yeah, that's true. We did see both of the connectors out of the west, and neither went to DM or Maze Island. That's right. So Animus takes his third crystal. He's cleared out the west. A save and quit. Heading back to Ruto to turn in this trophy.
Okay, I am absolutely dead tired. I had to run because somebody fell in my house.
Uh-oh. I hope everything's okay.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. I should be able to do that. It's just lifting them up. Little me picking up a 6-foot person. That's always fun. And I'm like the president of Lilliputian.
Animus has grabbed their fire. Now heading towards the palace in Parappa. I don't remember if we saw a window there. It's either 3 or 6.
All right, so we're going to Parappa now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to carbon date myself, but every time I, ever hear Parappa, I only think of Parappa the Rapper. And I think that was totally... Oh, and Sipit's trying to carbon date me worse than I carbon date myself. Yes, I am a Lilliputian.
That was a fantastic PlayStation or PSP game. I never played it, but...
Yeah, Parappa the Rapper. Thank you,
It was quite popular at the time. Yeah.
Yes.
People know.
And the epicness was my teacher was a big fan of Parappa the Rapper, and would make us actually sing a Parappa the Rapper song in class. So you can imagine you can imagine that we were gonna get our booties whooped, by everybody who probably heard us going kick, punch. Yeah. So, and this palace is awfully bright. It's like, especially on Animus's side, Homewrecker, doesn't that look like if you were staring directly into the sun with no sunglasses?
It's quite bright, yeah. It's really rough on the eyes for sure.
Yeah, this time I put my sunglasses on and I took Tylenol way in advance just in case we get one of these palaces. So I'm quite proud. At least the headache won't be as bad.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, I'm hoping that Animus can just stay outside on this bridge. I don't have to go back for the glasses myself.
Yeah, maybe the reason why Animus's palace showed up like this, home, and even though you're probably too young to remember this, but I think it's because his future is so bright that he has to wear shades.
I'm not too young for that.
Well, most of our chat are young whippersnappers. And, oh man, sunglasses at night. Yeah.
I was going back for keys. Interesting.
So,
all right. This is the first time I've seen a window, so this is Palace 3
Palace 3.
Yeah,
so
we're on the hunt for Rebo.
Yeah, Rebo is trasharoo for having this color. All right, so we're gonna have a debate in chat over who is a whippersnapper.
Oh gosh.
Listen here, you youngins, okay? When you wake up and you can tell what kind of day you're gonna have with your knees, then I will not call you a whippersnapper.
Oh no.
But as far as I'm concerned, all of you guys are whippersnappers in the chat. Your whippersnappers, you're never gonna. Well, no, you could also tell with your back too. Like if you wake up and your back is hurting, your knees are aching, and you're wondering why, or you could tell when a rainstorm is happening. Bada bing, bada boom. You may be hitting middle-agedom.
Goodness, I'm scared now. I don't want to feel all those things with my body. No.
But you're a whippersnapper, homewrecker. You're a whippersnapper. You know, you gotta have the cane ready, and you gotta start, just smacking people in the back of the leg just to get out your way. That's what I mean. Until you go through that. Oh, rainstorms. No, no. I live in Florida. We have enough of those for everyone. How about you, homewrecker?
Rainstorms? No, I'm in the part of the country where we need rainstorms. We definitely need rainstorms right now. Not desperately, but could definitely use them.
Move to Orlando. It's a place of funness.
No, then I would say we don't need rainstorms ever again, because that's all that happens there. I don't need that.
No, it only rains once every blue moonish. And by blue moonish, I mean afternoons in the summertime. But we are mostly mild. We are not raining all the time. Also, Animus is refusing to use downstab. Really, brah? Really?
Yeah, I mean, we got dual Rebo fights here, and Animus just deciding that downstab is not necessary for this boss, and has downed it faster than Nightshifter, so, Animus might have a point here with this no downstab strategy. Oh, Knight taking unfortunate death there.
Oh no, you hate to see that. Animus is not using the best stab. Daklor, back to the gulag. Oh, horizontal stab. Okay, we'll go with that one. Also, on Nightshifter's side, came back with the vengeance, took out Rebo, showed Rebo who's boss. The only true casualty of this was the horsey, who said, I do not get paid enough for this, and yeeted out of there. Oh, chat. Upstab is not best stab. What are you guys talking about? Upstab is the garbage stab. It is the trash stab. It's the stab that Danny DeVito says when he goes into a wrestling match. The garbage stab. I eat garbage. Also, home. Look at Animus traversing through this swamp.
Yeah, terrible traversal through the swamp. I hate going through that place every single time. It's probably the thing I like the least about this vanilla biome.
Upstab goes to heaven? Heck no!
Oh no!
Heck no!
We didn't get to see it in my race earlier, but Crystal, I am starting to slowly be converted to the ways of Upstab.
No!
I've started to turn into an Upstabber on Barba. So
there are certain circumstances, and I think even though we joke around about this, both stabs have their purpose. I consider down stab to be more of a defensive item than an actual attack item. It does get you out of crowded rooms and situations in which you need it. Upstab is more of a tactical type of stab. Yes, you can use it for attacking, but you're only going to get one hit every couple of seconds. And it's good for handling upstab blocks. So they do have their purposes. When we joke around about what's the best stab, what's not the best stab, all stabs are honestly equal in what they do because they all have a purpose for it being used. I prefer to play more defensive, and maybe as I get better, then I can, maybe look at upstab a little bit better. But for a player who plays more defensively, downstab is more of a better stab. So why don't we agree to disagree? and just say it depends on the person.
That's where this is going. I can accept that.
Yeah, because for me, and you can agree too, home, that when we use downstab, it's primarily to pogo stick out of somewhere where we're in imminent danger. If we don't have the fairy spell or don't, need to conserve magic, and we need. I did not say that. Insipid. Do we need to put this in español donde se disponible? Do we need to say it in a different language? And, que parle italiano? Okay, we'll do it in Italian. We'll do it in Spanish. But upstab is not. No, I did not. I said each stab is really dependent on the individual and what tactic you're going to use. And as our runners are going through it, and those who are thinking about joining the Duck Derby version of Z2, we're going to use downstab more than upstab. That's just the way, because for us, we're looking at survivability, and you have greater survivability when you can avoid certain situations. And that is when you use downstab. So I see more downstab utilization than I do upstab, to be honest. How about you, Home?
I'd like to go back to this Italian for a second. If you tell us this in Italian, do we get the accent? Do we get the New York accent? Mixed with the Italian?
Oh my God. Why? I work so hard to get rid of the accent.
I'm just asking questions.
I don't have. I work so hard to cover it up. And you guys, yes.
Oh, barbecue exactly time right. On Animus's side here.
You just say, come stai? Non c'è male. And Animus took a dive in the lava. So, but you guys really like when I speak with my New York accent? Really? Oh, heavens. How could
Animus electing for some downstab strats here on Barba now.
That's a beefy Barba.
Yeah, it really is.
But, and look at that. We found
out earlier, this was pointed out, that fire is healing quite a bit today.
Accents to the spice of language. No, it isn't. It's not the spice of language. Having this accent means that most of the time I end up sounding like I'm Sylvester Stallone, and you need, subtitles to understand what I'm saying. I don't know. Also, Barba did give 500 point P-bag, so that's something we can be happy about.
Yeah, this was looking really good here as far as synchronous traversals through these palaces for the past couple, but now Animus seems to have snuck ahead a little bit with the right route, getting now a 2 crystal lead, and going back in as the search for the raft continues.
That would have been a great thing to do a prediction on. We could have put, where is the raft? And then we could have put a couple of selections, had a couple of people, put their bets in. And Knight is stuck in Groundhog Day because he is looping. Also, I am curious what a Newfie is.
From Newfoundland.
All this time I thought it was a dog. You know what? I fell asleep in geography class. So, yeah, I invented somnambulistic learning. In fact, yeah, it is a dog, right? Yay! There we go. I get out of it, for not knowing the geography thing. But my teacher spoke like you know that guy Ben Stein,
Yes.
the monotone guy. That's what he
Oh.
sounded like.
Oh, yes, of course. We all remember
You know,
that from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
yeah, Bueller. Even when he yelled at me, it was monotone. I mean, grant you, I did graduate owing the school detentions, but I had justifiable reasons.
Oh man, I'm surprised they didn't just give you your diploma in the detention hall.
Well, see, I managed to get detention in detention, and and well, I was hungry home, so I ordered 3 pizzas to get delivered to our detention room, and the teacher who was moderating detention didn't like it. I mean, I even offered a slice of pepperoni.
Maybe you should have offered a whole pizza. I mean, awfully
Well,
bold to order that much.
I got 3
And
pies. Oh,
our
Palace
raft has been
had the
found.
raft. All right, we are set to go. And now, pineapple on pizza is wrong on so many levels. That would make me feel dirty that I have to take a shower. No New Yorker really puts pineapple on pizza. No, no. You have your pizza with the extra cheese, and you have pizza with pepperoni. Pineapple. I saw that once I moved down here to Florida. Believe it or not, home.
You what?
I saw more people taking pineapple on pizza here in Florida.
That makes sense.
And I was like, what is wrong with you? There's pepperoni, there's sausage, there's meatloaf, there's extra cheese. You can even go the route of a Supreme and have your vegetables on it. But no, these people were like, give me a ham and pineapple. I'm like, this ain't Hawaii. Oh my God. No, this is not true. This is not pizza. It's wrong. Also,
I mean,
we have Animus dipping his last palace, which is P2. And dang it, that brought my accent out again. Oh, dang.
Yeah. I was gonna say I tried to convince you otherwise and why you're not correct on this pizza conversation, but this is a New York thing. I'm not gonna get into it. I know how this goes with you New Yorkers.
Pineapple pizza is a sin. If you eat pineapple on pizza, you need to go to the nearest church, and you need to go, say a couple of Hail Marys, because I went to Catholic school. So, you gotta ask for forgiveness for such a transgression. Also, we have some projectile action. Just before he took a lava bath, he was determined that he was gonna hit Animus with whatever he could before he took that lava bath.
Just so we're clear, I have no issue with the accent at all. I enjoy the accent. No problems with the accent.
Why do you enjoy when I sound like a New Yorker, though? Oh my God, now we sound like, Sylvester Stallone, like, hey, this pal's tough. And everybody's going to be like, we need subtitles ASAP. Oh, man. And yeah, we'll just blame Canada. Canada invented pineapple on pizza. That's why, unfortunately, although our hockey team lost last year, we're going to take it back. That's why Florida was kind of, winning all the trophies to show Canada. Well, no. All right, Digi, let me tell you. Magna Hands, TJ, and I. In fact, Magna Hands and I are from the same place in the Bronx. We literally lived a couple of blocks away from each other. And TJ, he's from Brooklyn. So, Yeah, there was a stream where it was the three of us together.
Oh, I missed this and I'm sad.
It was the Gamachu match.
Oh, that's right. I did miss that and I was sad. I have
It
to go
was
back and watch it.
it was so much New York in there. I swear to God, you would have taken the number 2 or the number 5 train. Also, now we are on the island where GP is hiding, and at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 32 seconds, we have the one and the only master of disaster himself, AnimusUnited, who is dipping in there to do battle against my chickens or a bunch of really nasty skelly balls.
That is a lot of skeleton balls. Holy cow.
That's a greeting. That's the way you enter GP. You know, if my chickens can't greet you, we'll just steal your magic. It's just like riding the number 5 train at midnight. Perfect. You go into you're there, you're waiting on 180th Street, and boom. You get somebody who's wanting to take your hamburger. And let me tell you, in New York, you take our hamburgers or our hot dogs, we're ready to shank you. Also, did you see that fire chicken action?
Yeah, Animus was getting shanked by that chicken. Fricasseed,
Yeah,
flayed and burned alive.
I know. I don't know who Matt D is, but if he wanted to invent pineapple pizza, he's an enemy of the state of New York. Do you know who
Okay.
Matt D is?
I have no idea. No.
Also, I resent the fact that the Animus is trying to use lay up stab on my chickens. Heresy. Heresy, I tell you.
I will. I'm sorry, but for the chickens, the upstab is the best stab.
No stab is the best stab. You have to show them respect. It's their house. And step it back to the gulag. You're banished. We're absolutely banished. It's bad enough you guys talked about heretical pizza, which caused me to go into New York mode when I was doing so good at hiding it.
And down goes that chicken.
I know.
Nightshifter finally making their way to Maze Island and Palace 2. If I pay attention, I might get to see Germafencer actually get killed this time. Animus, I blinked and missed it, and Animus took down that helmet head.
Yeah. So, on Animus' side, going into GP, we have 100% 677. Animus was too lazy to do some work and get 777s, so that way we could actually have some gambling action, slot machine type rolling. But, Animus, he does everything to spite me. Wrong on so many levels. Also, stop beating up on my chickens, you bully.
Oh, as he upstabs another one into dust.
Home,
down goes
please.
the orange chicken.
Home, please. I was nice enough to give you a gold sword and a mirror shield in your seed with 4 gold bees. Now it's looking like you're gonna get a swordless.
Look, you can take away the shield and the bees. I'm fine with that.
No. Bees are OP in Z3. Also, we have on Nightshifter's side, great use of fairy to get out of that. And, oh my god, my accent is pronounced. Let me see, maybe if I drink Gatorade, it comes out. And I was working so hard because I had New York patients today. So imagine the accents were flying. They were like, oh my god, you're from New York.
Unfortunately, technology has sapped all that patience away, apparently.
Yeah, my patients were all from New York. I was doing Zoom with them. And they were like, it's so good to have a New Yorker.
Oh, those patients. Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Well, yeah, believe it or not, I do some doctoring in my free time.
That sounds like a good way to get by.
Absolutely not, because if you remember, what kind of doctor am I?
Yes. Yeah, I understand, but, You do God's work. All the people at the Catholic school you went to would be proud.
Actually, they were all surprised. They were like, "How did you stay awake through med school?" To which I had, and I had to admit to them, you know what? I didn't. Also, we have recipes going on in chat. We have some chicken action going on. We got Nightshifter traversing through Maze Island. Oh man, everything is going gold.
I blinked and missed it again. Nightshifter already through Palace 2. Has to go back for Goomba though.
Yes.
Took a game over on the way there earlier in the East and now has to make a return trip, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's really a long way to go back, you know. But Goomba does actually, you know, help you out. And also, you guys are talking about, let's see, cheese and bacon with Alfredo. What are you guys making, a carbonara? Oh, and here we got some downstab action on Animus' side, even though he'll never admit it.
I think you would call that a necessary evil.
It is not evil. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god!
I'm just telling you what Animus would probably say.
Yeah, because Animus is a heretic. I'm gonna make him say like 100 Hail Marys for this. This unauthorized usage of upstab. Also, for the Duck Derby, I recommended that my mentor be Animus. Home.
Oh. For the what?
We're trying to start up because there's a lot of people in the Zelda 2 community that like to play, but we're not good enough to compete against you guys. So we want to create a Duck Derby, which is, you know, like the Final Fantasy randomizer community. They have a Duck Derby where newer people are partnered up with a mentor.
Oh,
and they learn
okay.
the ways of the game. You know?
Okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, we have this in Zelda 3. We just call it the mentor tourney. Yeah.
Yeah,
this
to
sounds
which
like
I'm
a great idea.
I'm trying to get Gamma to adopt me. But he's like, I'm too much like Julo.
I know. I mean, here's the problem. Like, you got to get rid of the clown routing, and you're never going to do that. Like, maybe this is why you need to just. You need to find a nice. You need to find a nice clown mentor, like homemade beer. That's who you could get.
Would you want to team me up with beer? Would we get anything done?
No, but it would be entertaining, and that's fine.
Because I do route like a combination of Julo and beer. Absolutely no logic, because I'm a no logic player. So, you know, Gamma says that he wants me to be his mentor, so I could teach him the way of the clown. He gave me a Uno reverse card. Also, this GP is not a mess. It's a very beautiful GP, because look at that. We've got the Thunder Chicken coming up.
Yeah, this was quite a trek to get through here, but we finally arrived. And this should have a nice job here with Sword 6. This should go quickly, hopefully, for him.
Yeah. So what do you think? You think Animus and me would be a great mentor-mentee situation?
Oh, yeah, he did take a death. Yeah,
that's an unfortunate event. See, this is why you go 777s. Because you don't want the burp to win. You do a burp toss.
I'll tell you this, I would love to see you and Animus teamed up for a mentor tournament. However, there might be like a stark contrast in philosophies. You could have some friction, some inter-team friction going on there.
Duo with a team tournament, mentor and mentee. That would be awesome. Me and Animus, you know, the power of the down stab versus the power of the up stab. But who would
think what happens when you Who would roll your seeds?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I wouldn't be there to roll the fun seeds. Nor do I want fun seeds.
We could
Giving
have
me
Star roll your
poison.
seeds. We could have Star roll your seeds.
I need beatable seeds. Also, after engaging the Thunder Chicken, Royale, I appreciate you as the queen, but that is a terrible idea. I would
This is a
not be
little
converted
interesting.
to the Church of Upstab. Also, this GP is just beautiful. You know, we got a
Barbara took some shots in the behind and is no longer with us for Nightshifter. 6th crystal now placed.
yes, and now Knight is gonna be entering GP. Now we are a bit behind the. Ooh! I
Oh,
never
this
like to
room.
see this in
Oh,
GP.
no.
I never like to
No.
see the Eon drop room. How about you, Homewrecker?
Not like this. Okay, it was a dead end. Why couldn't it just... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having some flashbacks from my race last week.
Apologize for that. That was me who rolled that. I'm sorry.
Oh, the seed was fine. I just, like, that was just me showing my lack of Eon Room knowledge.
Miss willingly just saying, you know, my feet are tired. I think I'm just going to soak them in some hot lava. The only problem is, hot lava does burn the rest of your body too. So, Animus took death to the lava. Eon Drop decides to match. You know what? I think it does. Because imagine, Homewrecker, if Eon Drop is the way.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that once Animus went through that room and found it was a dead end, they opted not to drop. Oh, and I would have been wrong. So, never mind.
Eon Drop was red herring like it usually is. Beautiful. Mwah, spicy chef's kiss. All right, we're going to see some tinkle action because Animus is not going to do anything on his last life. So we're going to get those GGs ready in just a couple seconds. Animus, don't you show off.
119.40 entry into GP for Nightshifter. Not that far behind, but enough.
Yes! Get your GGs, everybody, at 119 and some change, 47. We have AnimusUnited coming out with a clutch win, avoiding being 2 and 3. Unfortunately, this does not bode well for the Nightshifter. So let me ask that heretic upstab lover if he wants to come to chat so he can brag about how he's upstabbed or something. All right, give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Why do I sound like I'm straight out of Brooklyn? I'm from the Bronx. GG, Animus. Want to come brag about upstab?
I have other questions for Animus. For sure.
Yes, we always have questions for Animus. Like, why won't he admit the downstab is best?
I think his Rebanek fight speaks volumes about his position on downstab. Honestly.
He's misguided. He needs to learn the way. He needs to know the way. If I have to go and resurrect Ugandan Knuckles to make it happen, you know, I will make sure he knows the way. All right, let's see who's waiting. Not yet. But he's a restreamer. He knows how to hop in here. He better not go to the waiting room and make me do extra work.
I think that Eon Drop just has a low percentage chance of progressing you through the palace, since it can drop you anywhere in the palace, even to rooms before Thunderbird.
Yes.
Like my personal history with it last week was that I did it and then missed getting to Dark Link, which is like 2 rooms past that, because I dropped. when I shouldn't have.
Well, the reason why you don't want to immediately go down an Eon drop, DJ, and I'm ignoring that comment by Insipid, is because Eon drop, once you drop, you are committed to it. Now, sometimes it can work, but most of the time it doesn't. So before you engage in any Eon drop action, you actually want to go ahead and explore all other options before you do that. Because the Eon drop can take you to way before you fight T-Bird. And remember, we're talking 100% a bad move. Because T-Bird, in some GPs is going way back, might as well go back to the beginning type of go back. So if you can find another route, it's always good to make sure that every route has been exhausted before you think about any type of Eon action. That's kind of my philosophy on it. What about you, Home?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with the same thing basically. Like, typically, if you've got a one way that you can't go back from, you want to do that last. And then outside of that, it's just knowledge of Palace, right? Knowing that thing can send you anywhere. Like I said
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, and the fact that it can send you before T-Bird. Now, Home, you've seen some GPs where, T-Bird is really early in the level and, would be like about 10, 15 rooms behind. So imagine you go through 10, 15 rooms, and then you take that Eon drop in. Surprise! You are back before T-Bird. That hurts. That hurts hard. It hurts like getting pineapple on your pizza when you ordered pepperoni.
Well, no one likes their pizza order wrong, but you are very critical of pineapple on pizza here.
Yes, because it's absolutely horrendous. And Animus, using his, restream of powers, has joined us. Animus, congratulations, GG. Although you used up stab, I'll forgive you for it this time.
GG, thanks.
GG's.
That was an interesting seed. What seemed pretty free, but then you had to go on a big raft hunt, and I just ended up picking the wrong dungeon last, of course. So it happened to be the one that you needed in order to get the raft in order to get to Maze Island. So that GP was kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah, you weren't the only one that found the last place for that raft, basically, as far as dungeon dips. Like, you and Nightshifter were basically digging through that place at the same time. You just found Barbara a little quicker, and then were able to get that raft before them and scoot on through.
Yeah, Nightshifter's been getting a lot better throughout this entire tournament. I've been seeing him racing actively, and I knew this was certainly not going to be a shoe-in race, so I had to take things very seriously, and I made sure I did. And I thought the fairy cast was very kind. I mean, even at Magic 3 it was like 30, then it went down to like 22. And then having fire as life was pretty cool too, so
yeah, that fire was packing a lot.
Yeah, it helped me be a lot sloppier in GP if I wanted to be.
Yeah. Knight did not pick up that fire spell, and they're kind of feeling it right now as they go through.
Again, I don't know if they found trophy or not, but yeah, I just happened to come across the trophy, and I almost didn't pick it up. And I was like, I haven't seen what spell it is. Could be a cheap thunder, could be a cheap life spell, which I knew I wasn't picking up life at that point since it was child locked in DM, and
rude.
I knew thunder was the only spell that was pretty expensive up to that point. It was still like in the 70s or maybe even like 90 or something. I saw it was like 93 at one point, so I was like, well, if I get a cheap thunder, that'll be helpful, but yeah, life was pretty good. For
Yeah,
sure.
so I use it. And you know what? I will admit, your Rebanak fight was amazing, Animus. It was really good. Even though you didn't show the best strategy, which is the downstab strategy, you took it straight on and you were allergic to downstab in that match, and you emerged victoriously.
Downstab's just optional, you know.
Yeah.
Basically the new upstab, where, you know, you just have to use it for those downstab blocked rooms, Willy. Whereas upstab kind of has more uses, you know, so.
The question I really want to ask, the question I think that might be on a lot of people's minds here is, it looked like you did a couple little victory laps around a certain river devil standing in a path in the east.
Hold on. Yeah, let me roll up my sleeves about this. Why did you show such disrespect to the greatest NPC in this game, man? Was that a message to me, Animus?
So some people could interpret it as that, other people could interpret it as I was just doing a little exploring in the east. So it will always be a mystery, I guess.
We know you, Animus. Because I was surprised you put your name in there and then put upstab, best stab in your name like you did the last couple of, restreams I did for you. Oh man, that's just so disrespectful of the greatest.
I don't have to put it on. Everyone knows that's the best stab. It's just back now, so we don't even have to trademark it anymore. The message is there, so.
We don't. No, we don't. Me and the rest of the duckies will hold firm to our wonderful downstab, which is a great defensive mechanism. And we'll just agree to disagree and just say it depends on the individual. And yes, I did stick my tongue out at the computer. No, there is no church upstab. No.
Yes, I agree, Insipid Inspector. Thank you. Upstab is the way. Upstab is always the way, so thank you.
How did you like the name I gave you in the prediction there, buddy?
Overall, I thought, the kindest thing about the seed was there was no decision at all to go into Death Mountain, because there was absolutely no way or no reason for you to ever go into Death Mountain, because even if you went to P6 early, you could have gotten that glove hint that it was in the east, so you would have had no reason at all to go into Death Mountain, so I thought that was the kindest part of this seed, but P6 wasn't very straightforward, very linear. This GP was very unstraightforward, to be quite honest, and I think I got kind of lucky in P5. I think that could have been a lot worse because there were a lot of different branches in P5, but yeah, other than that, that's about all I think about it. It seemed pretty free at first for Vanilla West, but then, Raft Hunt, so had to full clear everything after that, which, I guess makes you pretty strong in GP if you're having to full clear everything, I guess, so.
Yeah, I'm sad that I rolled 2 seeds in a row, Home Wrecker, where
oh no,
Death Mountain was not needed.
Yeah, to kind of make a comparison to, Cross Keys or something, I'd say Death Mountain's kind of like that, GT climb play as far as looking for items. Like, there's only 2 items in GT, or 2 items in Death Mountain, and it's a really hard gamble to go for if you're going to do it in the first place. But the fact that it's not even accessible in the first place, well, that just makes that pretty easy.
See, I would compare Death Mountain to a place like the Tower of Hera, where it only has 2 items that's helpful for you. It's hardly ever got anything that's useful. You pretty much just want to avoid it at all times. That's what I would compare it to. I think that's a good comparison.
Look at my emojis for the both of you about the Tower of Hera. You see? I'm giving you that. Tower of Hera is the greatest place. It's ruled by one of the best queens in the game. How could you ever say something so heretical? Everybody knows the Hera basement is the place to be. How could you say that, Home Wrecker?
I mean, I will say the other good thing about Death Mountain as opposed to like a typical dungeon is that, uh, if you come across it early and you don't know your continental connectors, then it might be your way to the east or Maze Island. So it's always good to have a little peek in there to see if there's a quick connector in there. I feel like, but as far as item hunting, I guess in a way it's kind of like the 7th or 8th dungeon in this game. I guess if you count GP as the 7th dungeon and the 8th dungeon in this game, it can turn out to be.
Well, Animus, you already know how I feel about Death Mountain. I think it's too small and you guys need a bigger Death Mountain. One with more caves and just more Death Mountain goodness.
If you played the Seed of the Week this past week, that TAH rolled with nerfed boots on islands for every single biome, which I did, and you were forced to double dip the island's nerfed boots Death Mountain, you would come to realize that Death Mountain might just be a lot bigger than you expect it to be.
No, I think they should make an entire world for Death Mountain, just like at least 20 caves or more, just so that it's more enjoyable. And when you come to Death Mountain, you have a nice journey and you make the friends along the way. Because remember, it's not only the destination, but the friends you make along the way. And that's what I tell Homewrecker when he goes through the Tower of Hera. It's about making the friends, and there are so many friends there. You've got Moldorm, you've got Hera Basement, all great people to have on your Snapchats. So there you go, Homewrecker. Another reason to love Hera.
Of course. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm fine with making Death Mountain longer if that means we get rid of downstab. So there's my concession.
Oh wow, interesting trade-off here proposed.
Animus, you and I are gonna totally play some Phasmo later, and then we're gonna duke it out about this in Phasmo, and Home, you should join too, so that way you both can gang up on me and sing Ghosts. Did last time, it scared me half to death.
I don't know. Home and I might be at the high school, and then you would probably just ditch us and stay in the truck while we get killed by ghosts.
Yeah, just let us die and then run away. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No. Who was picking up balls as ghosts and throwing them at me, knowing I told you that?
Because we were already dead.
Yeah, but you were the one who lit the summoning stone. Also, now look who has just joined the T-Bird battle. It's our Nightshifter commentator extraordinaire. Let's see how he phases off. He has shield. He is casting everything with a wing and a prayer, hoping that he can live on the edge and beat the Thunder Chicken.
Yeah, the interesting thing to me about this GP for sure was I really did think that Dark Link was going to be like pretty close after here, and I'm sure Nightshifter thinks the same thing. So I was pretty surprised that there was a good like 6 or 7 rooms after that, because I mean I didn't full clear GP per se. Like I had 2 more branches right at the beginning that I didn't even see, so I guess it could have just easily looped to each other, so that's a possibility. But
one of the big plays you made in GP was avoiding the Eon drop like the plague. Because I know when you saw that, you were like, oh no.
I mean, yeah, I didn't feel too bad about it, honestly, because, I figured there wasn't that much over there, so if that ended up being like a loop, then I would have, obviously I would have taken it then, but
the person who gave you that lovely seed.
I don't trust those drop rooms after T-Bird. Not too much can usually go right. Maybe before T-Bird, but not after.
And we have Knight taking a tactical death so we can get some fairy action, or just hoping to survive this. Also, welcome to our Raider Tutor, who gave Homewrecker a great seed, I've heard.
Yes, that's what I was doing before I rushed in here for this commentary, playing a Zelda 3 seed that he had made for me.
Yes. How was it?
Well, I didn't have to go to Hair Basement, so it was great.
Tuda, I'm disappointed in you. Oh, Tuda, how could you? You know it is mandatory to always send home record to Hera Basement. And then the other thing that is, a given is to give Animus, lots of B's.
No, I don't play unbeatable seeds by you anymore. You give me BC, you say it's
I
easy,
beat this. Yeah,
and then
but
you give me one hit KO Z2R. I mean,
No, that Z3 was beatable.
Sure.
It was. It was. You die a couple of times if you get hit by a stray bee, but everything was all right. It took me a while, but you had worse luck than I did with the RNG. Also, Home was absolutely wrong to bomb validation chest. What are you doing, Home? Home, please. That's a Fred Coughlin thing.
I know, and I have gladly picked it up from Fred.
And
I am definitely team bomb validation chest.
And avoided the drop room, so good play by Nightshifter to avoid that as well.
Yeah, because that only spells disaster. We don't know where it leads, but it can't be good. Because
I'm sure it took you to the beginning. Like I'm sure it did. That room right at the beginning. So yeah.
Right on, man. Eon drops are not your friend. And now, at the time of 1:38 and some change, we have Knight going to use some Kenkel actions to take out the one and the only, the best guy in Ocarina of Time, Dark Link. And yeah, that's geared at
two here too.
Oh, come on. All you have to do with Dark Link and Ocarina of Time is just smack him with the hammer or use some Din's fire action. And
yeah,
Dark
I want to use the hammer in Z2 though. I want to use the Z2 hammer.
Why do you want to use that?
Nightshifter here.
GG's to the great commentator Nightshifter. And he has finished in second place with a time of 1:39.25. And who is now with us? We have Nightshifter! Night, how are you?
Could be better.
I'm sorry, Night.
That's understandable. GG's though.
GG's.
It was well played.
GG Animus.
GG Knight. That GP was not very fun.
No, it wasn't. But I knew I was in trouble when I struggled early in that West.
Yeah, that Vanilla West was not very fun, and I thought the Islands East with all the invisible MOAs wasn't very fun either.
It wasn't too bad once I got the boots.
Yeah. Going east was good. I went south first, but yeah.
I loved how the two connector caves on the west connected to two caves right next to each other in the east.
Yeah, that was very.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, usually it's like a gamble whether or not you're gonna, take the Saria route or the back of, or the one that's by, I guess, Mido. And today it's not gamble at all because it's go right there next to each other.
Well, once I got jump out of Saria, I went straight to Mido to get down stab, and then I was over there. I was like, I'll just go the back way by this side, and it was like, oh, okay. And then found immediately the next cave that led right back to where the Saria connector. I was like, really?
Yeah. That was really nice, and to be able to get Thunder and downstab all in one go.
I was not that lucky. I went to Mido twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought a lot of those early caves were pretty brutal. Was medicine in Magic Container Cave? I think it was, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
pretty bad one.
That was
a
an
bad
ugly,
cave.
ugly cave. I went in there. I went there right away, and then immediately noped out when I got absolutely vaporized by the enemies in there.
Yeah, Red
Yeah,
Dye
you guys
Road
were having a hard time in there for sure.
So
And
that's
then
why
the,
I eventually, when I made it over to Parappa and I found I believe it was 3, and I just farmed some levels because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything if I didn't have something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a good strategy for sure, because I mean, with there only being so few locations, and you knew that Spell was in our accessible town, that Hammer could have been in any one of those. So.
Yeah, I think that was really helpful for you getting back into it, Knight, especially just with the nonsense that was that trophy cave. That Moa in there was just wreaking havoc all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, that Moa was just awful. I eventually took the strategy of, okay, let him come to me and let me get him out of the way first.
Yeah, I have words for that Moa.
Oh, I think we both have words for that Moa. None that can be repeated on this broadcast.
That's not good. And this is a bit off topic, but how do you guys feel about pineapple on pizza?
It's good.
Who said it's good?
That's me. It's good. I like it.
Yes.
I was on the other side of this fence until recently when I eventually gave it a try. I went, oh, that's good actually.
I'm okay with it. It's not like my favorite thing in the world, but I do like pineapple on various things, honestly. It has some pretty good flavor from now and then.
Sorry,
Okay.
Krista, you are in a minority here.
No, can't be. Homerocker, you eat pineapple on pizza?
I mean, I was trying to tell you before, I'm not going to try and change your mind on this, but I am a fan of it, yes.
Oh.
Pineapple, grilled chicken, Canadian bacon, yes, some hot sauce, delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys would not last a minute in New York. I'm telling you right away. Oh my goodness, that's a sin in New York. I'm sending you all. You're gonna go to church, say some Hail Marys for committing a great sin like that. The state of New York is gonna have to declare war on you.
I'm fine. I'll just hang out in Hawaii instead of the pineapples.
I mean, I was just gonna come in and say we could have this conversation, but Chicago pizza's better.
Oh, now those are fighting words.
Having had both, yeah. This is gonna be fun.
But back on topic.
I still have that seat that cashed in home.
But back on topic.
Yes.
Animus, congrats. Good luck in the brackets.
Hey, thanks. GG's to you as well. Yeah, I mean, you, like I was telling everyone just a few minutes ago, like I've seen you improve over the course of this tourney. It's very shown here that you've certainly improved to be able to get through a GP like that as well. Fairly manageable. That was basically full clearable, if you will. So great job.
Thanks, Animus. I'll go make some trouble over in the NIT.
Good. I was just about to ask if I was going to see you there, so that's good to hear.
You're going to see me over there, Homewrecker. Don't worry.
Excellent.
All right, with that,
Looking
we
forward
got the
to it.
early smack talk going from the Boru Invitational Tournament.
Hey, just a reminder, our NIT winner last year, Big Picket Patrick, ended up winning the Max Rando tourney, so odds are if you win that, I mean, you got some good Z2R coming in your future.
I'll have to see if that holds true.
Home record, that's not the way to treat your people that love you, home.
But anyways, thanks so much for commentating. Thanks so much for trekking and restreaming as well. And hope all of
Definitely.
you have a wonderful rest of your day, night.
All right. Any last words from you, Knight?
Just wish I could have played a little bit better, made it a little bit harder on Animus, but can't help what the seed gets you.
Yeah, I apologize about that. I thought I was
Yeah,
going to
you
roll
okay.
this easy peasy seed, but we'll be seeing you on commentary because like I mentioned before to everybody, you are one of the greats of the commentary team. So we welcome you back to the staff.
For now, yes, for now.
For now, yeah. So once you do that, we can have Night of Joy once again.
Oh, definitely. I love commentating. I'm getting better at running. I'm just having a lot of fun here in the Z2R community.
Yeah, and Night, hopefully we can get started a duckling derby for Z2 because there are people that are interested. So
That would
maybe
be
once we
awesome.
can do that, would be good for us beginners like myself. So, Home, you got any last words, you pineapple lover?
Embrace the weird toppings on your pizza. Those are my last words.
Terrible heresy. Thank you so much. All right, it's time for me to try to get rid of this accent. It's gonna be a while, but time for me to enter into ZSR mode. Let me give special thanks to our runners. Our runners were tonight AnimusUnited and Nightshifter. Both are excellent runners, very entertaining to watch. Please give them a follow. We also had on the tracker team, we had the one and the only, the legend himself, VT Slacker. Please give him a follow as he does run Z2 as well. And for the comm team, you had a great legendary commentator from both Z2 and Z3, the one and the only Home Wrecker, who I just found out is a heretic that loves pineapples, but it is all good in the hood. Make sure you give Home Wrecker a follow. Also, when you join his channel, please use !intro, and I guarantee you will absolutely love it.
Oh my
As
gosh.
for the other trash commentator / restreamer, that's yours truly. If you're up for lunacy, then that might be something that you may want to follow in the future. Now, what do we have coming up on the ZSR channel? Well, on ZSR, we have Be Nice If It Showed Up. Oh man, this is great. I guess when everything decided to go haywire for me for a minute.
Oh
Okay. No, it's okay. We have tonight, I don't think it will be restreamed. But tonight, just to let you know, we do have the ZSR Standard Tournament, Swiss Round 5, and that's Trails versus Big Slamoo. Tuesday, tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. We've got Z2R Standard Tournament. We've got the devious one, Devious RNG, against some pickles and beer action. And now at 4:10, we've got the Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 2 Tournament, Switch Round 3, Raid Spinel versus the Jasniks. 5:30, we have the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 Tournament, Losers Bracket Round 1, Game Number 3, between Sir Kilp and Fig. At 6:10, we have the Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 2 Tournament, Swish Round 3, Miragel versus the Fireworks Spinner. Woo, woo! And at 9:00, a great match that is going to be in the making. We got the Z2R Standard Tournament, Swish Round 5 matchup between Patrick and Level Engine. Holy moly, we've got a Stat Tuesday for you. I really do hope that you're going to stay tuned and watch the Zelda 2 tournaments that are going to be tomorrow. And then here's my ending message to all of you in chat. We would not be where we are in the Zelda Speedruns community without your support. You guys, when you come visit us, you cheer our runners on. It gives me a sense of pride to be able to bring this to you. So I thank you wholeheartedly, those who are live with us and those who will be watching us on the video on demand. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And we are going to be rating ZeldaSpeedRuns, who's doing a Windraker tournament. Let me just make sure that they have not completed said tournament. I doubt it. But let's see if it's good enough for us to raid. If not, we are going to raid a different target. But of course, I would get a commercial. So we are going to raid them anyway with the hope and prayer that they are still active. So on behalf of ZeldaSpeedRuns and the commentary tracking team and our runners, I wish all of you a very nice evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.